up, guys? So today I have a little review for you. My good friends over at Lionscool sent me something pretty cool for me to review for you today. So let's get started. So for the last 10 years or so, or especially this last year because of the pandemic, if I've had a workout at home, I've kind of had minimal gear to work with. But this is kind of the main thing that I've used when it comes to home workouts. This bad boy right here. This is one singular dumbbell that is 30 pounds, all right? So I have about 4 or 5 sets of these in different weights. And that's just kind of a struggle to bring in and out of the house whenever I wanted to work out. Well, Lionscool just solved that problem for me, and they can solve it for you as well. And my good friends over at Lionscool decided to send me not 1, but 2 of their adjustable dumbbells that go from 11 to 55 pounds. So needless to say, using regular dumbbells for the last 10 years, I was pretty excited to check these bad boys out. So I got these pretty quick. I think I got them in like a week or so. I'm not entirely sure where they were sent from, but it came 2 boxes. First thing I took note of was how quality the packaging was. I do reviews here and there. A couple months back, I was going to do a review for a company on their version of the arm blaster. I don't know if you've seen that before on like social media or something. And I got it and it was cracked in half. So I'm always a little weary when it comes to packaging. The first thing I noticed upon opening the box was all the instructions was laid out on top. You had a nice little thank you card. You had a nice little instruction manual right at the top there. And then I noticed something under that I didn't think was gonna come with the dumbbell set. It turned out to be a pretty cool poster that had a lot of different exercises that you could use for the dumbbells. Just say you were kind of a beginning lifter and this is your first set of dumbbells. And it even came with little 3M double-sided tape that you can use to kind of put it on your wall or your garage or wherever your workout space is. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I hadn't even touched the dumbbells yet. And right under that was the tray that the dumbbells were gonna sit on. So I took that out and I noticed that it had a pretty thick styrofoam on the bottom of that. I even gave it a few hits and it wasn't cracking, wasn't breaking. So I appreciate the care that went into sending this package. So once I removed the styrofoam out of the box, there they were staring me right in the face. What we're all here for, the dumbbell itself. I took it out of the box and immediately was like, oh, that's definitely 55 pounds, which is heavier than any dumbbell that I have here previously. I think the biggest I have is 30 pounds, so there is a huge difference. You definitely feel the weight, which I'm pretty happy about. It seems very durable. I gave it a couple slaps, and see for yourself. Ah, damn. According to the company, there should never be any issues with it rusting. It is metal, the weights are. The handle is metal coated in plastic with a nice little grip on there. So one of the first things that I kind of noticed that caught my eye, that's not really too big of a deal, it was just kind of a little weird for me to see it, was the number increments. So like I said earlier, these dumbbells go from 11 to 55 pounds, but the numbers are in increments of 11. So you have 11 pounds, 22 pounds, 33 pounds, 44 pounds, and 55 pounds. Not that huge of a deal, but if you're really picky about the weight, you might not like that too much. But besides that, it was time to move forward to kind of learning how to use it and adjust the weights. So another thing that I noticed was, kind of upon testing it out before reading the instructions, even though the instructions are very, very good. So this is one of the dumbbells with not all of the weight on it because I'd have a little trouble holding it for you if I had all the weight here. So upon opening this and trying to play with it, I noticed that it wouldn't adjust unless I put it on a little stand for whatever reason. And then I noticed at the bottom here, both here and here, are little locks. So let me grab the little stand and you'll see kind of why that's relevant. So this here is the little stand that you put it on. And if you look right here, it has 2 little mechanisms that press into the locks, and that allows you to turn it in that full range of motion and adjust those weights. So that extra safety precaution is pretty helpful, especially if you're kind of clumsy. And if you're doing dumbbell curls, there's some rotation there, and that can get messy pretty fast. So that's pretty good on them for having that kind of mechanism on there. So good on you guys. So as soon as I figured out how to use the dumbbells, I kind of wanted to test it out to see how easy it was to go from one weight to another weight. So what I did was I did a little test. I started with the first initial weight, 11 pounds. Did 11 pounds, took it off, put it back on. Not too bad. Went from 11 to 22, still not too bad. Went 22 to 33. It started to get a little tricky to put back in unless you're kind of aiming exactly where you wanted to do it. Nothing that can't be perfected over time, but I did notice that it did get a little bit harder to do as the weights kind of got heavier and more plates were on the dumbbell. But overall, it was a pretty easy process, and at the end of the day, it's saving you a lot of space. If you had 5 sets of dumbbells, it would take up a lot more space than what this takes up. So honestly, I would take messing around with it a little bit over having all of these weights that you need to take in and out of your house every day. So I definitely think that outweighs that and is well worth it in regards to conserving your space and also kind of the usability of the dumbbells. So after doing a few sets of bicep curls with these, just testing it out, seeing how it felt in my hands, seeing how the weight felt, seeing if they were kind of calibrated in the same, weight, I did notice something that I actually really liked a lot. And here we have a regular 8-pound dumbbell. You see 8-pound dumbbell here. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill dumbbell that you can get really anywhere, Walmart, Target, whatever. Notice how the handles are smooth though. Some gyms will also have handles that are either smooth like this or have little tiny little grips on there. And these actually have something, not like that, but a little similar. So these dumbbells actually have like a pretty cool textured grip on them with little lines to help them not slip. Because as you do dumbbell curls, or when you start going into pressing movements, as your hands start to get a little sweaty, you don't want those things to slip off. That would be no good. You don't want to get hurt using your fresh dumbbells. That would be no fun. So I really enjoyed that about these. And honestly, these are built pretty nicely. Like I'm very happy with these. Yeah, I'm always a little bit, weary of, when companies send me things that I've never really used before, I'm not too familiar with. But I would honestly use these as kind of day-to-day dumbbells at home. I'm really happy with these dumbbells. I really recommend them for a variety of different people. If you're just getting into working out and you want to start at home, you have a lot of variety here when it comes to weight, nothing too heavy, and it goes pretty light as well. And if you're an experienced gym goer who's used to heavy weights, and sometimes you want to work out at home really fast, or a pandemic closes down all the gyms and we have to work out at home, this is more than doable for your workouts. Not too many people need more than 55 pounds. If you're interested in getting these dumbbells, I'll go ahead and link them down below. But overall, I really like these, and I think that these are a perfect set of dumbbells to get as your first set of adjustable dumbbells. Again, thank you guys. Thank you to Lionscool for sending me these awesome dumbbells. Are pretty rad, and I do look forward to using them when given the opportunity. So that's going to conclude our review on these dumbbells. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those comments down below. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.